The name is everywhere. Brian Christopher Slots. Millions watch him light up casino floors, celebrate jackpots, and live the dream of winning big. But what looks like pure luck and fun on camera hides a side of the story that most fans never see. Yet, the title of today's story says it all. Brian Christopher Slots Exposed. Because while the videos are exciting, fun, and filled with jackpots, there's another side to this story, a side that doesn't always make it to the screen. Behind the glitter, there are questions about money, losses, sponsorships, and whether the content truly reflects reality. Brian Christopher wasn't born into casinos. He actually comes from Canada, where he grew up far away from the bright lights of Las Vegas. Before YouTube, Brian lived a pretty normal life. He worked in the entertainment industry and even tried his hand at acting. But like many people, he found himself drawn to the energy of casinos. When he first moved to the United States, Brian began gambling for fun, just like anyone else. But soon, he realized something important. People loved watching slot machines. The suspense, the joy of hitting bonuses, the heartbreak of losing spins, it was entertainment, and he had the perfect personality to bring it to life. This was the start of Brian Christopher Slots, a channel that would eventually turn into one of the most watched gambling platforms on YouTube. The channel started small. In the beginning, it was just Brian with a camera, recording his slot sessions and sharing them online. The quality wasn't perfect, and the editing was simple. But there was something about Brian's energy that made people stay. He wasn't just pressing buttons on a slot machine, he was making it fun. He joked, he laughed, he cheered at every bonus, and he shared the pain when things went downhill. His reactions felt authentic, and that's what set him apart. As his subscriber count grew, Brian leaned harder into the slot world. He began traveling to different casinos, filming not just in Las Vegas, but in places across the United States. Soon, his uploads became regular events, with multiple videos every week. Fans could count on him to deliver the thrill of gambling straight to their screens. Today, Brian Christopher Slots has over 600,000 subscribers on YouTube and millions of views each month. But with fame comes questions, and with questions come controversies. Watching Brian's videos, the first thing that grabs attention is the non-stop jackpots. The big wins, the flashing lights, and his excited reactions create an atmosphere that feels full of success. Almost every upload is packed with energy, and it makes gambling look like an endless streak of winning moments. The thrill seems constant, almost as if the casino is just handing out money. But the truth is very different. Casinos don't survive by giving money away. For every jackpot shown on camera, there are countless spins where money quietly slips away. These smaller, steady losses rarely make it into the spotlight because they aren't as exciting to watch. Instead, the videos focus on the highlights, the dramatic wins, and the cheers. That's what keeps viewers hooked, and it's what critics point to as the real trick behind the content. This pattern has been described as the jackpot illusion. To anyone casually watching, it may look like winning big is not only possible, but frequent, like success is just one spin away. In reality, the casino is built to make sure it comes out ahead in the long run. This leads to the money question. Where does all the money actually come from? Is Brian really putting thousands of his own dollars on the line every week just to create content? Or is there something happening behind the scenes that viewers don't see? Critics have pointed out two main possibilities. Either Brian is fully funding his play through his own income from YouTube ads, sponsorships, and merchandise sales, or casinos and partners are giving him promotional credits, special discounts, or some kind of backing to make filming easier and more appealing. Brian has addressed some of these concerns in interviews, saying that he plays with his own money. But not all viewers are convinced. The sheer volume of high-stakes play has fueled speculation that deals may exist off-camera. Whether true or not, the lack of full transparency leaves fans wondering, when he loses, does it hurt as much as it would for an ordinary player? To understand the scale, let's talk numbers. According to data from Social Blade, Brian Christopher Slots brings in thousands of dollars each month from YouTube ad revenue alone. Add to that income from casino sponsorships, brand deals, merchandise sales, and his fan club memberships, and you start to see just how profitable the channel has become. He also launched his own branded slot machines in partnership with gaming companies, a move that took him from player to actual part of the gambling industry. One of his branded games, Brian Christopher's Poppin' Pays More, is now in real casinos. This blurs the line even more. He's no longer just showing the casino world he's part of it. Here's something most viewers don't realize. Slot machines aren't just random fun. They're carefully designed to keep players hooked. The flashing lights and sounds are meant to build excitement. Near misses trick players into feeling like they're only a step away from winning, and the loud jackpot alarms make everyone nearby believe that hitting big is possible, even when the odds are stacked against them. Brian's videos amplify these effects. Viewers at home, sitting on their couches, feel the same rush without even playing. For some, this triggers the urge to gamble themselves. Researchers have warned that watching gambling content can increase the risk of addictive behavior, especially in people who are already vulnerable. That's why transparency is so important. Brian Christopher has fans, no doubt, but he also has critics. On Reddit and gambling forums, many users question the way his channel portrays gambling. Some accuse him of only showing the exciting parts, while others argue he downplays the risks. A few even claim that his wins seem too frequent to be believable. One thread sparked major debate after a viewer claimed Brian lost tens of thousands in a short period. But the footage never showed the full extent. Whether or not this is true, it added to the growing suspicion about how gambling channels operate. To be fair, it's not all negative. Brian Christopher Slots has introduced thousands of people to the casino world in a safe, virtual way. Instead of spending money at a real casino, fans can enjoy the thrill by watching him play. His personality, humor, and charisma make his videos fun even for people who don't gamble. He also uses his platform to share slot strategies, host fan events, and promote responsible gambling messages. In several videos, he has reminded viewers not to gamble with money they can't afford to lose. This balance of entertainment and caution is one reason his channel remains so popular. Right now, Brian Christopher Slots is bigger than ever. His channel keeps growing, his branded slot machines are rolling out in casinos, and his fan community is more active than ever. But the controversy hasn't gone away. For some, he's an entertainer bringing joy to millions. For others, he's a promoter of dangerous illusions about gambling. The truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. He is both an entertainer and a businessman, balancing the fine line between fun and risk. So what does all this mean? The flashing lights, the jackpots, the laughter, it's all real in the videos. But the full story of gambling is far more complex. For every jackpot Brian celebrates, there are countless losses behind the scenes. The question is simple. Does the channel truly show gambling as it is, or does it package it as something more glamorous than reality? Gambling might look exciting on screen, but the truth behind it is always more complicated. Thanks for watching, take care, and catch you in the next video.